Hey there, this is your girl Candace Duff, and I'm here to talk to you today about how to write 3 books in 30 days. That's right, you heard me right. Not just one book, but 3 books in 30 days. All right, so I'm gonna take you step by step through this process. Step number 1 is to figure out which book you wanna write. And there are different ways for you to figure out which book you wanna write. But one of the first things that you need to do is to figure out what are your goals. In my case, I want to remedy some mistakes I made early on in my publishing career. I started 2 book series, one romantic suspense series, and the second an erotic romance series. Yes, I'm coming out. I'm an erotic romance author too, under the name Silk Jones. And the mistake that I made with my erotic romance series is that I started it and didn't finish. I literally started it, I'm ashamed to say, by whipping out a short story and a book. But the problem is that book is really short and it ends on a cliffhanger. And since I want to make sure that my readers are fully satisfied and that I'm able to get certain book promotions, I need to make sure that I don't end my books on a cliffhanger and that I actually write full-length books. So I'm doing this to fix a problem. So when I looked at one of the biggest book promotion sites, BookBub, 9 reasons why a book was rejected for a BookBub featured deal, one of the reasons is that the book was too short. Novels and anthologies have to be at least 150 pages long. My book, The Admin, was only 92 pages long. It got fantastic reviews, but it ended on a cliffhanger and it was only 92 pages long. So I need to fix that. So the first thing I need to do is to figure out how to fix that. One of the ways that I could fix that is doing a box set. You can see here it says how to fix. Consider bundling multiple related short titles together to make an anthology or a box set. And when I look at their box set rules, I can see that all books in the box set must have the same authorship, that's correct, and that the box set's total page count must be longer than the number of books in the set times our individual book page requirement, which we now know is 150 pages. So what I'm going to do is do a box set with the second part of that book, the Admin Book 2, right? Because we have the Admin Book 1. I'm going to do the second part of that box set, and I'm going to actually make sure that the 2 books together total 300 pages at least, which means that my second book needs to be a 208-page book. So that's part of me setting the goal. The second part of my goal is that I want to write 2 holiday novellas. And the reason why I want to do that is because now is the best time to capitalize on holiday novellas. So if I'm being serious about my book career and I really want to get these books going again and selling well, I need to whip out some holiday novellas during Nanowrimo and go ahead and release them in December. So I intend to write a holiday novella for my romantic suspense series, which we already talked about, Holiday Dreams. But I also intend to do a holiday novella for my erotica series, and that's going to be called His Gift. So I'm doing a 150-page novella for my erotica series, a 150-page novella for my romantic suspense series, and a 208-page book for my erotica series to finish off the Admin. It's going to be the Admin 1 and 2. And that way I get to satisfy my customers. I get to release books during the holidays, which people love holiday books. And I love holiday books. I don't know about you. And that's going to be great. The problem is that's a whole bunch of words I have to write for NaNoWriMo. It's a lot more than the 50,000 that it takes to win NaNoWriMo. So that brings me to the second step in this process. First, you figure out which books you want to write. And now we know which books I want to write. Then you have to set your daily and your weekly word count goals, right? So I know I'm writing a 150-page novella for my romantic suspense series. I'm writing a 150-page novella for my erotica series, and I'm writing a 208-page book to finish off the Admin in my erotica series. So we're talking about 300 plus 208, which is 508 pages. Each page of a book contains around 250 words. So if I multiply 508 pages by 250 words, then I come up with 127,000 words. And if I divide that by 30 to get a daily word count, then I have to write 4,233 words a day. All right. So that's 4,233 words a day. And if I want to make that into a weekly word count, how many words do I have to write in a week? Then I need to write 29,633 words every 7 days. All this math is giving me a headache. I'm a lawyer, not a mathematician. I mean, really. Anyway, so we figured out how many words we need to write a day and how many words we need to write a week. So now we have to figure out, how am I going to write 4,233 words every single day? Well, I could type those words. And there are people who actually sit down and type, 5,000 words a day. That's about 20 pages. And it's a lot to get done in a day. And it's really hard. Or I could do it another way. I can do it a much faster way. And I think what I'm going to do is dictate my book, because I could dictate 5,000 words in as little as an hour to an hour and a half. If I'm at the top of my game, it could be more like an hour. If I'm a little slow that day, I know I can get it done in 2 hours if I dictate, because we speak a lot faster than we talk, right? So my plan, and this is how I'm going to get it done, because you can't just have a plan and not figure out how you're going to get it done, is I'm going to dictate my book to make that a reality. Now, the next step is to figure out when exactly am I going to do that. It's one thing for me to say, oh yeah, I'm going to write 5,000 words a day and I'm going to dictate these words, but when am I going to do that? Because if I don't schedule it, if I don't write it in, it's not going to happen, right? We all know that's what the deal is. So what I figured out is I'm going to do that between, and I have my notes here in case you're wondering what the heck I'm looking at. I'm going to do that between 8 and 10 every single morning, between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. every single morning, so that I can get other work done during the day and whip that out in the morning. Now, I'm going to start with my romantic suspense series. So writing in the morning actually kind of makes sense. When I write the erotica series, I may want to write that at night with a glass of wine or something and a candle. Who the heck knows? But for right now, I'm looking at between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. in the morning. And I'm going to give myself some leeway since I have to do some makeup time this week. And I'm actually going to write between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. on Saturday, and between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. on Sunday. So I'm going to put in a lot of time this week to catch up on my word count and then make sure I get this book done. So for right now, those are my writing hours. If I need to binge write during the weekends, it's going to be for 8 hours on the weekends between 1 and 5 each day, Saturday and Sunday. And it's going to be every single day in general between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. Now, what I'm going to do for Nanowrimo, so that you come on this journey with me, is actually do some live streaming. And I'm going to actually live stream another one of my favorite fast writing techniques, and that's going to be timed guided writing sprints. And we're going to do those together. So, and I'm scheduling those at 1 p.m. on Saturday and at 1 p.m. on a Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be doing timed guided writing sprints between 1 and 3 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday, this Saturday and Sunday. So this weekend, and you'll hear more about that later. The next step in this process, I need to outline these books, because if I don't outline all 3 of these books, I'm not going to know. I'm not going to know what to write. I'm going to get stuck. So I'm going to start with the book that I'm writing first. I'm going to finish the outline of that book. I already have a pretty good outline for Holiday Dreams, but I need to make sure I have outlines for the other books. So when I'm not writing, I'm going to be outlining. Okay. And that's really important, because if I don't know what book I'm writing, and if I don't know what the next scene is, then I'm going to be stuck and I'm not going to be able to dictate. So I need to outline so I know where I'm going every step of the way. And then I got to figure out which book I'm writing first, right? So which book to write first. In this case, I'm writing Holiday Dreams first. I want to get that done and then move on to the erotica series, because you really shouldn't write 2 books at one time. That could be really confusing. You could mix up characters. All right. And then I need to clear the deck, because I'm going to be a busy bee over the next 30 days. I'm going to be a busy child trying to get this done over the next 30 days. So I need to kind of clear the deck and make sure that nothing will interfere between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. on the weekdays and between 1 and 5 on Saturdays and Sundays. And then I need to take no prisoners. I need to make sure that nothing gets in my way, that I have nothing else to do but to write during this time, and that I actually get the writing done. You know, it's really funny. When I was younger, but no, when I first started Nanowrimo back in 2007, I remember that I used to write with a group in Panera Bread in Kendall, Florida. And the head of that group, the municipal liaison for Nanowrimo, she was also the head of my writing group. She used to call me a beast. And I need to become that beast again in order to get it done. So this is going to be fun. It's going to be condensed in a condensed time frame. So I'll only have to go through this hell for 30 days. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be good. It's going to feel good to get these first drafts done over the next 30 days. All right. So the bottom line is I'm taking you with me on this journey. Hey, I might succeed. I plan to succeed. And I might fail, but you're going to see what happens every step of the way. So for right now, I'm going to see you on Saturday when we actually do our live stream session. And if you want to be notified of our live sessions, if you want to be notified of future videos as I teach other tips and tricks as I go through this process, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And go ahead and hit that bell to get notifications of when videos are coming out and notifications of when I go live, because you do not want to miss that. Right with me, and come with me every step of the way. All right, take care.